I know Avengers Endgame is the big movie to review this week, but I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to see it, and I can't really review a movie that I haven't seen. But thanks to all the hype about superheroes and Avengers Endgame, I think I might as well actually talk about the superhero films earlier this year that I saw back when they came out, but didn't find the time to review them. And that is Shazam and Captain Marvel. And let's start with the one that I like the most out of the two, Shazam. The film is about an orphan boy named Billy Batson who got separated from his mother and is constantly trying to search for her. He continuously runs away from foster homes and group homes to try to find his mother, but with little success. Well, no success. Meanwhile, there is a wizard that is trying to find someone pure of heart to transfer his powers to be Earth's champion against the 7 deadly sins who have broken out. Billy Batson becomes the person that the wizard was searching for and gains all these superhero powers. And now he has to figure out this whole superhero thing and a bunch of other things that I don't want to really spoil, but chances are you've already seen this movie. It was out early this April, and we're almost in May now, so most likely you've already seen it. I had a blast watching Shazam, and to be honest, it is the best movie to come out of the DCU. Granted, there isn't that much to compete against it. We have Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad, Aquaman. Yeah, not that much competition. But even so, I would say Shazam is just as good as some of the better MCU movies that I highly enjoy. This was a really fun movie and one that I actually cared about and thought had a good story compared to superhero movies. While the characters are fun and entertaining, and the acting is really good, especially from Zach Levi, who plays the adult version of Billy Batson when Billy Batson has his superpowers, he has the heart of a child, and he can really express that. The heart of the film really is Billy Batson's struggles, his internal conflict, and this group home that he's forced to stay at and wants to get away from because he wants his own mother. He has a mother out there. He's sure that he'll be able to find her. And there's a conflict between what home really is. What a home really is, what family really is, it really is the heart of the film. And it's actually done very well. And it's done very well in a family film type of way. This is actually a good family film and a superhero movie, and still has some dark, twisted stuff in it as well. I also really love Mark Strong as the villain in this movie. He goes through a very similar thing, a very similar journey to our main character, just handles it very differently. I definitely feel there are parallels between the villain and the hero of the movie, and the hero goes through some character development, not only through his internal struggles, but also through the actual villain of the movie and the conflict with that. The comedy is good too. It has its lighthearted fun with its tone, especially when he's trying to figure out his powers. That is some very fun entertainment. Granted, pacing-wise, it might slow it down a little bit because you're focusing on that a lot rather than the main conflict of the villain, or at least the main physical conflict. But seeing it a second time, that pacing issue really didn't bother me at all, because it was at least fun and entertaining with him trying to figure out his superpowers. And the interactions that he has with, well, the interactions he has when he's a superhero is pretty damn hilarious. I love that the trailer didn't reveal too much about the villain and the actual physical plot, or the physical conflict between hero versus villain, Because when it's actually revealed in the movie that it has a dark, twisted side to it sometimes, because he is literally facing a villain who's possessed by 7 demons, 7 deadly sins. And I love the scene where our villain goes and confronts his father and releases these demons and wreaks havoc in the boardroom meeting. It honestly feels like a scene that would be good in a normal horror movie rather than a superhero film. Honestly, there's a lot of great moments that this movie has, and it was just a blast watching it. To be honest, it's really hard coming up with things that I disliked about the film because I just had so much fun watching it. If I were to say a few bad things about it, some of the CGI is a hit or miss. I've noticed this in a lot of DCU movies. There's a lot of bad CGI in some of the better ones. And I feel while there are moments where the CGI is really good in Shazam, there are moments where it looks cartoony and pretty bad. Now granted, some of the really bad cartoony CGI I don't mind because it kind of fits the tone and the family film vibe to the movie that doesn't really harm the bad visual effects in my opinion. But there are some bad visual effects that I just... I mean, they're not terrible to the point where I thought it was awful to look at, but it's definitely very fakey. In the end, I really enjoyed Shazam, and I liked it even more the second time I saw it. So I'm actually going to give Shazam 4.5 stars. Easily the best, easily my favorite of the DCU movies. So, did you like Shazam? What did you think about it? Go ahead and comment below. And if you like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe and check out my movie reviews or countdowns of this year, of previous years, of whatever. As always, this is BruceGifford, and this was Just My Opinion.